Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm so excited to be here today. It's going to be a really fun session because I'm going to be channeling fairies. And I've channeled fairies before a few times, but I think the fairies are some of my favorite beings to channel just because they always leave me feeling so lighthearted and giddy and having so much fun, just sharing their energy. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Elmer. Thank you, Peggy. It's going to be really fun. Hey, Jackie. Yeah, so I decided today was the day to channel fairies, and when I planned out what I was going to channel for today, I didn't really think about Valentine's Day, but they were so good to be here on Valentine's Day because they want to just share their love for so many of you that have worked to connect with them, and I'm just getting like a ton of energy hanging out all around me. And they're just so excited to be here and answer questions that you guys may have. I feel like they do have a message that they would like to share. And I'll just give it a minute. There's a few more people joining us, and then we'll dive in. But yeah, the fairies, the first time I had channeled them was just kind of in a private conversation. And there was so much energy that came forward. I was like, holy crap, I gotta actually do this live for people because they're so fun to connect with, and they're so loving and grounding and just like, you know, really, really beautiful beings. So it was just really exciting to connect with them. And then I went live the first time, and it was awesome. And there was just so much energy. I couldn't go to sleep like 4 or 5 hours later because I went live at like the evening time, kind of normally when I do, and I couldn't sleep like the whole night. I had so much energy, and it was just really beautiful. So today is not going to be any different. I already know because I'm feeling the energy. They're building up around me right now, and for many hours I've been feeling them in my heart chakra, feeling them all around me. And when I feel them, and I know a lot of you are interested in channeling or connecting with fairies and just connecting with spirit beings in general, when I'm channeling them and when I'm connecting with them, my stomach just feels like so bubbly in a good way, and my heart and my heart chakra, it's buzzing. There's just so much energy building up in there, and sometimes I'm like really having a hard time reining it in, but it's nice. It feels controlled, and I'm getting that they're going to come in stronger when they answer questions, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, let's dive into the message that they would like to share with everyone on this beautiful day that's dedicated to love and celebrating self-love, but other people's love as well, love for others, as well as yourself. So let me kind of tune in. And their energy is just so beautiful. I just can't help but smile when I connect with them. And they're saying, greetings. We're so happy to be here tonight with you and connect with you. We love seeing the connections that many of you have made with the nature around you, as well as the plants and animals that are in your daily life. We are always around. If you choose to work with us, we are more than willing and ready to engage with you. We love engaging with beings that are ready to share our message, ready to feel the love that we have for Mother Earth, and ready to take action to protect Mother Earth. We also enjoy very much helping all of you with your plants, your animals, your garden. We enjoy watching young children grow, and we connect with young children, young human children as well. This is a beautiful time to celebrate all of the love that you have for Mother Nature, for your family, for spirit, for yourself. Expressing love not on just one day, but every day is so important. It brings about joy within your life. It manifests positive changes within your life as you are dictating that you are a being of love, which we all are, even though we are small or resonate at different frequencies. We are all love, and we enjoy seeing everyone expressing their love for themselves, for others, for the earth on this day, but every day. I'm just getting a lot more energy straight into my solar plexus right now. I'm trying to feel, what is that about? What are they trying to say? We are just so happy that Mother Nature, Gaia's energy, her frequency is raising rapidly. We are so proud of many of you who are contributing to the rising of her frequency. We are doing everything that we can as well to help her rise in frequency. And we celebrate the accomplishments that we have made as a whole, so not just the fairies or not just the humans or any spirit beings, but everyone together. We have made such strides, and we are continuing to make strides. And I'm getting an image right now of like a stampede of wild horses. They're all running all together. The energy is just so powerful, and it's just, you can't stop it. And they're saying that the energy that is building cannot be stopped. People will join in, more people, more humans will join into this call to help Mother Nature, to connect with us, the fairies, to connect with the earth, to connect with each other, to connect with spirit. And it is so exciting. And I'm just getting them like cheering everyone on, going, yeah, like punching the air, doing little cartwheels everywhere. Their energy is just like sparkles of light just flying everywhere right now, and it's really beautiful. And I'm really curious if maybe I'll go back and watch the replay if there's any orbs or anything that the camera can pick up, because I feel like there's just all this energy flying around. Like there has to be something. So if anyone sees anything, let me know. That'd be interesting. But yeah, they're just really cheering right now, and they're so excited that this energy is, it can't be stopped. And it's just going to be for the better for everyone. We celebrate each and every moment that each one of us chooses to take care of those around them and themselves, that chooses love in every single moment. We are so excited to be here. That is all that we had to say. We want to share our love, share our light, connect with each of you who resonate with us. Bring us into your life, and magic will ensue. They are very magical, mystical, magical creatures. And it just feels like whenever I connect with them, it feels like I'm 6 years old again, and I am seeing something so beautiful and magical and mystical, and I'm just like totally in awe of it, and I just love it so much. And I just believe it. You know, you can't deny the energy when you feel it like this, and it's really beautiful. So they're done saying their statement. They wanted to share that message of love, and they're really interested in answering questions. Today is the day. If you have a question for the fairies, that would be so awesome. I am going to be looking at the comments over here. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Yes, Peggy, pink sparkles, pink, gold, green. Really started to see shimmering lights and shimmering energy, especially when I'm meditating and when I'm like going to sleep. And I know some of that is them just kind of hanging out. They're always with me, and it's just really beautiful. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, post them down in the comments. And thank you all so much. So Edgar, I saw your comment. I think I have a connection to fairies. Let's tune in and see if you do. Yes, Edgar, we are around. We are near you when you step out into nature. You are a bright light, and we love to watch you interacting with the nature around you. If you wish to work with us, just ask. We are there. And they are sending their love to you, and they're like doing kisses to you. That's cute. Oh wow, Peggy, that's awesome. So they were showing you their energy as well. That's beautiful. Ooh, Bernadette, that's a great question. Do they have a favorite color or plant? She's planning her landscape. So it sounds like Bernadette would like to incorporate what the fairies enjoy and love. All of it. I'm just getting like all of the plants. They love nature. Anything that resonates with you, Bernadette? I've asked this question before and they've given me the same answer. Anything that resonates with you and sparks joy for you, it will hold that energy. It's going to have that energy with it, and it's going to just be vibrant, and the fairies are going to pick up on it, and that's what they're attracted to, and that's what they know they want to help take care of, because you have that connection with the earth. You have that love and joy for the plants that are in your garden, or the colors that are planted in your garden. So you go ahead and choose whatever sparks joy for you, and they're going to love it, and they're going to hang out and enjoy it, and they're going to help support you in growing your garden and your landscape. I've also heard them recommend that you take splices, or like, I don't know what the actual term is, but basically like where you take a little bit of the plant and transplant. So you transplant parts of plants that you like, and then you grow a plant from that transplant. And they want me to do that when I have a garden, when I get ready to have my own garden, because they say nature is free. Nature should be free. And the energy around paying for plants doesn't really support the plant and the exchange of that. So they recommend kind of scrounging, getting your plants or getting seeds from neighbors or friends, and then planting them, and then or like growing them in little like seedling cups, and then planting them when they're ready to go in the ground. And also it creates a story and really a connection to each plant if you do that. And that's also part of the energy that they really love to see when we're interacting with nature. So I hope that resonated with you. Oh, Kim, thank you for the message. What types of fairies are around me? Okay, let's tune in. I'm getting, Kim, that they're very petite and small. They're very, they're more like light beings. You know, lots of people see little fairies with like wings and stuff like that, and that's not really what they look like, or that how they're representing themselves to me. It's just little like orbs of light flying around, and they fly around you, and they just love watching you. And I don't know if you're a big gardener or if you have like maybe a special plant, but they really like seeing that relationship. And they're definitely with you when you're out in nature. So maybe your yard or a favorite park or a national park, somewhere a little larger, more wild. They love seeing you connect with the earth. Thanks, Dee. I hope that resonates for you, Kim. Cynthia, what helps draw their energy closer? Do I have a connection? Cynthia, I'm getting all you have to do is ask. They can be around you if you want them to. I do recommend setting boundaries, though. When I first started channeling, fairies were with me day and night, and I would wake up like 5 times a night to little fairies. I would feel energy like on my body, like they were like jumping on me or hanging out and just like watching me. And I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, okay, nothing's here. And I'd lay back down, and I just like 20 minutes later, I'd wake up again. And I knew it was them because it's just their energy, their energy signature, I guess. It's so magical and light and sparkly that I felt that. And so I'm like, okay, you guys cannot visit me at night. I need to sleep. I have a full-time job and I work after work. So it's like, I gotta, you know, actually get some rest. And so I asked my team and Archangel Michael to be my bouncer. And since then, they haven't woken me up. But I always feel them kind of around during the daytime, which I'm okay with. And if, you know, they give me some good distractions. So you can always ask them to come in closer, but be, you know, clear on your boundaries and when you want them to be closer to you and when you don't. And yes, you have a connection. They're very interested in you, Cynthia, and they're so excited that you're here and listening and wanting to connect. So you can always ask them to come in. Of course, set your boundaries. And just enjoy the energy that's coming in. Edgar, is there a fairy named Tinkerbell? And they say only in fiction. They do not have a fairy named Tinkerbell. At least the ones that I'm communicating with, they do not know of a Tinkerbell fairy. Only in fiction, so Peter Pan. That's cute. Elmer, do I have a connection with fairy or fairies? Elmer, they're saying, can you feel us? We are there with you. Go within. So they're showing me like going within. Go within and feel us there. We are all around you. And they're saying you can ask them to come in closer or get stronger if you wish to feel them with your clairsentience more strongly, but they are definitely there. So just go within and tune into them. Bernadette, thank you. Do they mind the feral cats? No, they don't. Cats don't bother them. They the cats can sense them and see them, and they like to look after the cats. It's not so easy because they are wild feral creatures running around, but they honor the cats that are in that space or around maybe your house or community, and they don't mind the cats at all. They like them, and sometimes they take care of them, make sure they get healed or get to a place that can take care of them. So they do help out with the animals in the cities and, you know, smaller communities. Edgar, so what are the different types of fairies? There are so many different types of fairies. It's crazy. So just a few that I've worked with. are small little light fairies. I don't really see their bodies. It's just mainly energy. There's fairies that specifically work with plants. There's fairies that work with animals. There's fairies that just help, you know, the greenery and just the landscape of a space just be vibrant. And there are a lot of fairies that help people connect with nature, or trying to draw them out into nature, kind of nudging them. There's of course the elementals, which are more like the tree figures and the flower figures, and they're more elemental. There's a kind of different energy to them. And then of course they connect with Mother Earth. So yeah, there's lots of different things that fairies do. There's small little ones, there's taller ones, bigger ones, little energy, light beings, lots of different types. So, and they're just telling me, think of the variety in human, in the human race. There are so many different types of fairies, just like there are many different types of humans. We're all unique, but we all celebrate the love for Mother Earth and the creatures that live on her back, and the plants that live on her back in all landscapes. So there's fairies that live around water, there's fairies that are in the forest, there's fairies that live in your backyard. They're all over. They're saying, we hope this satisfies your question. There are resources available that have pictures of us. And they're bringing to my mind, I've never read this book, but I saw it once on Amazon. It's an older book, and a young woman, she was a school teacher, she started documenting fairies that she saw in her landscape around her house and in her garden, and she was able to channel and connect with them, and she wrote a book about them. What I can do, I think what I'll try and do is find that link, and I'll post it in the comments after this video, and that way you guys can check it out. It's actually really cool, and it was a long time ago, like I want to say like 1915 to 1918, in that time range. But they're telling me that that's a good resource if you want to read or consume material about us. You can always ask us directly, and they will be more than happy to show you different fairies and different beings and things like that. So. David has an interesting question. Can they be mean or harmful? I don't think so, but it's been around my mind because I heard that in a song, and I didn't find any solid info on the web. Fairies, no, they're not hurtful or harmful. They can be tricky. If you don't set boundaries, they can push those boundaries a little bit, but they're not out to hurt you or harm you in any way whatsoever. They're beings of love and light, and they, yeah, are definitely not harmful. There are some, I mean, nothing is good or bad. It just is what it is, but they don't mean to, in our sense of the word, good or bad. They're not on that side of the scale. There are other beings that could be misconstrued as bad or harmful, but in the grand scheme, they really are neither good nor bad. They are their own, they have their own character, and good or bad doesn't really describe them. And they're particularly pointing to troll creatures. I've also had trolls visit me, and they were tricky, and they woke me up in the middle of the night, and they were sitting on my legs, and I literally felt pressure on my legs, but I felt like this just kind of like an old man energy. Like they were grumpy but kind of silly and had a funny sense of humor, like an old man sense of humor, and they were sitting on my legs and they were just like looking at me, and they just thought it was hilarious that I woke up. And I'm like, you guys need to leave. And that's when I really started working on my boundaries. But they're saying, no, they may be misconstrued, but they're neither good nor bad, but they won't hurt you in any way. Lori, I think I see them in the fire when I have one out in my mom's yard. Did I see right? I'm getting a yes, Lori. You can see their energy. Fire does not harm them. And there are fairies that connect with the elements in that way. So you did see correctly. Alexandra, do I have fairies around me? If yes, how many? And messages from them? Okay, Alexandra. Oh, I'm getting a yes, and how I sense that is a fleeting, like excited, beautiful, like happy energy in my heart chakra, and it's just shooting right up through my crown. So I'm definitely getting a yes, they are around you. And I'm getting many, the word many. So what does many mean to them? Several. So like, I'm trying to ask them, like, is that like 5 or 6 or 10 to 11? Like, how many is that? And they're saying around 7 to 8 fairies that kind of hang out. They pop in and out. They're not always with you all the time, but they do enjoy connecting with your energy and watching you. And they want you to get outside more and hang out in nature more, because that's where you can more easily connect with if you say meditate outside in your backyard, or maybe out in a lovely public park that's near your home. You can sit there and they will come and connect with you, but they're always strongest out in nature, but they can come in the house as well, is what they're telling me. Wherever you're comfortable, but you can connect with them. And they are just asking you to get out more. I don't know where you live, Alexandra, but I'm sure it's probably cold because it's winter time, so it's a little more difficult to get out and just enjoy nature for long periods of time. But if you can just take a walk around the block, maybe lean up against a tree for a few minutes, that's enough to start really connecting with them and really feeling them around you. And they just say hi. They're really cute. Peggy Sue Foster says, I have a Thumbelina around me right now. So cute. Yeah, they can also be very small, petite, human-like figures that are just really cute and Thumbelina-esque, and they're really adorable. Karen says, environmental fairies. Yes. There are fairies that, are really paying attention to the human footprint, the balance between different ecosystems, and they're really trying to support and take care of spaces where there may have been a natural disaster or a human disaster. They're trying to help heal all of those spaces. And they're reminding me the fires that happened out in, I think it was Paradise, California. They were there and they were trying to help heal the forest and protect a lot of the animals that were running around in the forest trying to escape all those fires. And they helped a lot of animals escape. And now they're working on repairing the land and bringing it back. But they know that fires are typically, forest fires specifically, are typically necessary for Mother Earth to release energies. It's a very releasing process for her. And while it's unfortunate for humans who lose their home or family members or pets, loved ones, it's kind of part of her process. And so they try and help mitigate that as much as possible and help the animals that are there in that space. Bernadette, thank you so much for this event. I love it. You have given me so many tools. Yay, I'm happy, Bernadette. No problem. Yeah, this is I love doing this, you guys. This is like the best thing I could ever do on a Thursday afternoon. It's my favorite thing. So Kim, great question. Do fairies come into dreams? I become a fairy so I can fly. Whoa, this has a lot to it, Kim, and they're really, really excited to talk about this. I recently too just had a dream where I was kind of skipping and flying around through the forest. But yes, fairies can come into dreams, and you know, any kind of spirit being can come into your dream because that's when you're the most relaxed and you're the most open to receive messages. So often your loved ones come in, or your angels can come in, or ascended masters, or anyone really. But fairies definitely dreams as well. And Kim, they're telling me that you have been a fairy. You weren't just dreaming of being a fairy and flying around. You were remembering a part of your soul experience as being a fairy. And that was part of you, and that was you in one of your lifetimes where you were really experiencing that. And so they're just so excited that you're connecting with your soul experience and enjoying that experience within your dreamscape. So they're like, raise the roof, she's connecting. They're so happy, and they're just expressing so much love to you. Oh, Dee is saying, can't wait to see the name of the book. Yeah, I'll definitely post it in the comments below after I get off here. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining. Gloria, this question's funny, just the way you wrote it. I just bought a plant. Are they helping me keep it alive? I'm not sure if you're okay with plants, Gloria. I think we had this conversation where you're not okay with keeping plants, and I'm just getting them laughing and laughing. Yes, they'll help you keep it alive. Ask them to help support the plant. Just invite them in, and they'll do their little gardening work and help that plant stay alive. And they're recommending to just talk to the plant with loving energy, and of course give it plenty of sunlight and water, and you'll be just fine. Don't overwater it, they're saying, but just enough every day, a little taste. I don't know if it's a big plant or a little plant, but they're saying just share your love with it and they'll help it. And they're so excited that you're working and keeping a plant in your space, because plants are really important. So that's so cute. Are there fairies on Sherwood, Tasmania? Is that a lead fairy? I'm not sure about the second question, Philome. Are there lead fairies? They all work together. There are fairies that kind of help coordinate some things, but let me tune in. Sherwood, Tasmania is on very powerful ley lines. Powerful, it's in a powerful space within the Earth's, and there I'm getting electromagnetic field. It's in a pocket of really high vibrational energy. There are many fairies around. They love to live in that high vibrational energy anyway, but they also love to keep it high vibrational, and so they're definitely there. And I'm just asking, because I know you have a property there, I'm asking them if they help take care of your property or do any work around your land or your property. And they're like, yes, we're all around. We are very excited to see the developments of this space. And I'm just getting an image. I know there's a hill behind the house, or next to the house. I know there's a hill near your home there, and they're all over that hill. They love sitting on the hill and just watching the landscape, and they're all over it. So they're definitely around. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. You guys are awesome. Oh, thanks, Bernadette. A good one is Fairyopolis, A Flower Fairies Journal by Cecily Manny Baker. So cool. I'll have to look into that one and read up on fairies from her. That sounds like a really good book. Ah, Philome, can they do housework? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. They're like, no, we're not doing housework. They help a lot of natural elements, and so they do a lot of work in the natural landscape, but in the human landscape, the humans are in control of that space, and so they do not interfere with what is not their purview, really. They're just laughing because they know you're joking, but they are thanking you for the work that you're going to be doing in that space, that location. They're very excited because they're going to be connecting with a lot of people that go to that location. And they're like, yep, we're gonna be hanging out. So yeah, that's awesome. That's where a raindrow dropped / ended. It was sparkly on film, so I thought they may be there. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so they're definitely there where you thought they would be. They're like, yes. That's cool. Are there any other questions or anything that you guys want to hear from the fairies on? Just kind of popping into my comments here. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Awesome. Well, I'm not seeing any additional comments or questions or anything. And they're saying that's okay for now. They're done. So if I missed any questions, I can always go back and I'll follow up. But if there's any other questions after this, just leave them in the comments and I will follow up with the fairies. And I hope you all have a great, happy Valentine's Day. And just, you know, really feel the love because they're blasting it right to you. And they're so happy that you were here tonight to connect with them, and they're so excited to work with a lot of you that may be discovering them for the first time. They're definitely positive beings. And yeah, so that's about it. Oh, I see a question. I'll answer that one and then we'll call it good. Anything they don't care for. And I immediately got pollution. So they're cheeky right now. They don't care for the mistreatment of the environment that humans have done. They know that things are shifting and changing, and so they're just so happy that so much energy is coming here and so many people are awakening and so many people are anchoring into the light, and the earth is definitely feeling it, and so they're just really excited about that. So we're keeping it positive. And yeah, so they're saying that's good for now. But I hope you all had a great time tuning in. And again, if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and answer those in the comments. And I'm sending love to you all, and I hope you have a great evening. It's been a really awesome time. So thank you all.